Okay. Hey there, Meranges Olim Genova. How you doing? We are picking up where we left off on the last time we played this yesterday, just before both DLCs were available. We are going to pick up on Peril on Gorgon. I've never played it before, so this is going to be new for me. Continue. And I think to do Peril on Gorgon, all I have to do is... Gorgon. Go to Gorgon. Now, we're not doing the Hope missions, we're doing Peril on Gorgon. Journal. This. Gotta fix two things right now. One, I gotta take this plug out of my mouse. And actually, I will be right back. Okay. I want to fix something already. Let me just do this. I don't know if I like this. Get rid of that. And we're good. There's no, like, delay. Or, what do you call it? But put this back here. I don't think there's a thing for like a timeout to get rid of, like once a message comes in to like fade it out. It's a new widget for Meld. I don't think I want to have it persist the entire time. So we won't. Easy peasy. Resume. Ambrose Manor. We're not taking Sam with us. I wish you could uncompanionize.
Welcome to Ambrose Manor. We were not expecting company. Please follow. Do not stray from the path.
Are you going to just fall off the building?
Stringing, canned responses. How clumsy of this unit. These things happen. Oh, calamity.
Alright, so... what's in here? Close this and steal a bunch of stuff. Daily routine. Sweep the Tranquility Garden for Miss Olivia. Oil the fish for Mr. Harvey. Repeat. When they hired me on as a groundskeeper, I assumed there'd be grounds to keep. I'm not even allowed inside the manor. Everyone told me the Ambrose family keeps to themselves, but they're a bunch of hermits. Save for the little one. I guess I ought to find a hobby. Mr. Harvey dropped his keycard in the pond. I'll hold on to it in case he ever comes looking, but I won't go near the house. Wouldn't want to get between Mrs. Olivia and her research. Kitchen keycard. Armor parts. Okay. Nothing around here. I'm just checking. A little overkill, but got the job done. Rabbit sprat, rabbit sprat. Oh, there is stuff back here. Oh, I need more? Well, let me know what's inside. Can't take it yet. I need better lockpicking. So that's cool. Now I know whether or not to waste a lockpick. What's this? Tranquility Garden. Oh, that's what they were talking about. No claw rake. Okay. So this is the garden that was inside that little... Is this another one? Or is this something different? Saltuna Pond. See a storage unit. You're mine. Is that another one? Yep, I totally missed it. I like that. Being able to see what's in there. Very nice. Okay, so what is inside the manor? Ambrose Manor discovered. I'm very, very particular about all this stuff. Can you snipe with a hand cannon? If I put on the... the scope I have on my sniper rifle? Probably. Now, how you doing, Mugen? Armor parts. Janitor. Okay, Dr. Jan Itor is here. Can't talk to the janitor. Doing okay? Nice. What? Food service. Okay. Don't know what this is yet. Main menu. Logs. Recent activity. W. Ambrose attempted to log in the system. Failed. Tried. Also go from the bottom up. O. Ambrose activated dinner protocol. Meals borscht toast. W. Ambrose attempted. So W. Ambrose is locked out of the system for some reason. Stock is spoiled. Stock is spoiled. Stock is spoiled. That's all they have. Okay. I've got the kitchen key card. I'm gonna steal all your spoiled food. If it will let me. There's an eerie feeling about all this. Like, I don't know how to put it into words, but it feels like everything here is not good. Oh. What's over here? Left a bunch of people off your follow list because I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do to keep your sanity, man. Oh, so a secret path. I have to be a master locksmith for this stuff. Master bedroom key card. I have no idea what any of this stuff is for yet. I'm just snooping around aimlessly in a mansion. Personal terminal for Dr. Olivia Ambrose. Along the wilderness of glass, no swellings tell that winds may be upon some far-off happier sea. No heavings hint that winds have been on seas less hideously serene. EAP. Oh, Ambrose. Logs. This morning I gave birth to a healthy child. Perhaps that's a strange distinction to call her healthy, but after all I've endured to finally meet her, it matters. That she exists at all against the odds matters. I will call her Wilhelmina, after my late brother, Wilhelm. I hope the law is kinder to her than it was to him. I hope for many things, truthfully. That she be smart and shrewd. That she be strong, relentless, undeniable. Most of all, I hope for a steel spine. That she does not bend when Halcyon would break her. That she should be stronger than I. Must find Minnie a wet nurse. She demands to be fed throughout the day and night, and I simply cannot get a single thing done. The nurse will need, so Wilhelmina, Minnie. The nurse will need to be an exceptional, smart, educated of means. Minnie must have the best start if she's going to survive the pit of vipers that is the Byzantine elite. There is another matter of a governess. I can't watch the child constantly, not having to do my work. How soon must I begin looking? Naturally, she'll have to be exceptional as well, and exceptional Byzantines do not exactly grow on trees. I will persuade Harvey to investigate this for me. The man has little else to do. That was a month. A couple months later. This is actually 5 years later. I don't understand how anyone of ambition has come to keep a journal. I certainly don't. Yet here I am indulging myself. Minnie's influence, no doubt. Her behavior concerns me. She's clingy, emotional. At 5, she should be starting to show some personality, not crying for her mother when I leave for another stint on Gorgon. This must be the fault of Marie, her governess, as Minnie certainly didn't learn this behavior from me. I'll have to fire the woman. It's clear she's not capable of instilling in Minnie a correct understanding of how to behave. Harvey despairs of ever finding a governess who meets my preposterous standards. He and I went in circles on the issue for hours, but he came around to my thinking eventually. Why shouldn't I want the best for what's best for my daughter? Maybe I'll fire him too, her husband. And then this is 8 years later. At 13, I'm at my wit's end with Minnie. At 13, she should have already mastered basic chemistry, physics, and mathematics, but she can barely handle long division. She struggles to remember the simplest equations and formulas, and no matter how many times her governess wraps her knuckles. By the time I was her age, I had already made dynamite in my grandfather's lab. The only thing Minnie's made explode is my head. Her father asked me why we don't just send her to boarding school. That's a typo. But I abhor the thought of her surrounded by those coddled idiots. More alarming still, she's begun to show an interest in romance serials and painting. She may have a sharp grasp of color theory, and she shows some promise with watercolors, but surely that's the result of her education in spectroscopy and not any innate skill. What value has art anyway? She gave me a truly dreadful painting of Francis this morning, and haven't a clue what to do with it. Perhaps I'll stuff it on my desk. We'll have a good laugh over it later when she's grown and finally come to her senses. So this is one of those things like, I want you to follow in my footsteps kind of thing. Oh, I don't have enough hack. Lucian appears at the matter this morning. I thought him here for me to finally wring my neck after the latest tiff. I thought he was here to... Yeah, but no, it was much worse than that. He'd come to speak to Minnie. No need to guess why. She's taken upon herself to manage the household these last few years, since neither her father nor I have time, nor frankly inclination. Under her watch, the staff's productivity increased 35%, while reducing our costs an astonishing 67%. We've saved tens of thousands of bits. Harvey tipped Lucien off, I expect. Now he wants to bring her on to help manage the Gorgon facilities, which are refused over Minnie's vociferous protestations. She cried after he'd left. I only wish I could tell her why. Gotta get my hack up. What's my hack at? Oh, it's... Even if I dump 10 into it, it's not gonna work. Alright, there's more stuff here to do. Ambrose W. Welcome, Ambrose. The search continues. I take from these entries that Mother was severe with her editorial pen, but this is but one version of her, carefully curated and not the one I wanted to find. Where is her unvarnished stream of consciousness? Where is her spontaneous brilliance? The search continues. My efforts will inevitably steer me to Gorgon. What then, Minnie? What then? Oh, so that was Winnie doing the stuff on the, Minnie, not Minnie, trying to log in and get... Every time. Where am I? I took a secret path up here. I don't know where I am exactly. Pop some Adreno. It appears I have to go in there. That's where we entered from. Okay. I have to go in that room. I'm not going to just yet. Dearest Mother and Father, I've paced the halls of this gilded cage long enough. Since you won't permit me to help the family business, I'm leaving to start a business of my own. Am I too young for such ambitions? Perhaps. But that is the risk you take when you fashion a daughter in your image. Byzantium will welcome me with open arms. Won't that be a new sensation? If I ever return, it'll be to claim my rightful spot at the head of this family. Hey there, Sam. I'm just going to say Sam because I don't want to mispronounce the rest of your name. This game is called The Outer Wilds. Outer Worlds. Outer Wilds is a different game. The Outer Worlds. It's an RPG set in space from the team at Obsidian. Lots of dialogue-heavy spots. Choices matter. Really fun. Multiple paths to get the job done. Master bedroom keycard, which I lifted. And right now I'm doing a DLC mission. I have no idea where it's going to bring... Ooh, doctor's orders.
Dear Wilhelmina, I hope this letter finds you well.
That's new.
No, it's too stilted. It sounds like I'm writing to request a loan. Dearest Wilhelmina, I regret to tell you... Law, no, that's worse. When have I ever called her dearest? She's my daughter. This should be easy. How can a mother not know how to talk to her own daughter? My love, I can no longer... For your safety, I must... Oh, hell. Even if she despises me for what I had to do, I should still be able to say goodbye. Minnie, I have to leave, and I don't intend to come back.
Oh.
I love you. I'm so sorry.
Well, that's a bit sad. And there's Wilhelmina.
Apparently not. Well, join me for a drink, Mr.
This is where we romance Wilhelmina. I have no idea if that's a thing in this. So far, that hasn't been an option in anything. Whoa.
So who the devil are you?
John Longbottom. Never mind who I am. What are you doing?
I was just enjoying some time with my thoughts and this fine whiskey. But I don't mind the interruption.
Your eyebrows
You
are
see
wild.
that glowing chunk of space rock? That's Gorgon. My birthright, my burden, and the bane of my existence. I hate to drink alone, and this is my third. So join me in raising a glass to Gorgon.
To Gorgon.
To Gorgon. May cosmic winds shepherd her to the nearest star. I'm Wilhelmina Ambrose, but you can keep it short and call me Minnie. Now, what brings you to my house, handsome? I take it you didn't come all this way for the beverages, the starry skies, or the pleasant company.
I don't know what's wrong with your eyes, but my character is anything but handsome. I'm hearing about a severed arm.
A severed arm? How positively ghoulish. You know this is a private residence, not a curio shop?
Does the name Lucky Montoya mean anything to you? This arm came with a portable phonograph that mentioned you by name.
Really? Huh. Now this severed limb, did it have dark hair? Rugged knuckles? Chewed fingernails? A gunslinger's calluses?
Sounds about right.
Aha! Mystery solved. I can only think of one man daring enough to jettison his extremities on my behalf. Lucky Montoya is my personal freelancer. Fascinating man. Very brooding and theatrical. Always staring into space and twirling a bullet over his knuckles.
Oh.
But if something happened to him... Oh dear. I suppose that makes him my former
freelancer, yep. So, what's his arm doing in my ship?
I sent Lucky on a dangerous mission to the Gorgon asteroid. Whoever found his remains must have wanted to inform the next of kin. What a time for his luck to run out. We were in the middle of something grand, and I really can't afford another setback.
Sure got over the bad news fast.
That's called a defense mechanism. I don't get attached to others if I can avoid it. Try it sometime. How would you like to be my new freelancer? There's been a recent vacancy, and I think you're well suited to the job.
You don't
I'm
even
looking
know
for
me.
Someone rough around the edges. A gorgeous, dashing scoundrel type. Incidentally, someone good with their hands.
Are you coming on to me, lady? Gorgeous?
I like my employees well-groomed. Appearances are everything in high society.
And I don't know how I got this job. How likely am I to wind up like your old freelancer?
The man lost an arm. What are the odds of that happening twice? Of course, Gorgon is a treacherous place, and my own family's involvement with it has been fraught.
Fraught,
Allow
you
me to
say?
lay out the facts, and you can decide for yourself if you want to be my chief investigator. My mother, Dr. Olivia Ambrose, worked for Spacer's Choice at the Gorgon Research Facility. She was brilliant, the top scientist in her field, until tragedy struck.
Spacer's Choice would never allow anything bad to happen on their watch now. I'm not surprised Spacer's Choice is one big accident waiting to happen.
I wish I could say otherwise. One
They
day,
are not very good
Spacer's Choice shut down
at
all research and evacuated Gorgon. Everyone
OSHA
had
compliance.
to scramble or risk getting left behind. It was chaos. Employees fled for their lives. Mother never made it home. I'm told she wasn't the only casualty that fateful day. Mother's name has since been dragged through the mud. Spacer's Choice blames her for the collapse of Project Gorgon, and I just know they're lying.
Isn't, in Greek mythology, Medusa a Gorgon? Six of the basics we need, so sounds like she was a patsy.
My thoughts exactly. Mother would not have allowed Project Gorgon to fail. Something happened on that asteroid, and my family took the fall for it.
So what do you think happened?
I don't know. And Spacer's Choice won't say. They don't discuss anything that tarnishes their brand. Gorgon has a dark history. The project fell apart. Personnel were shuffled across the system. With Mother gone, now I'm all that's left.
Oh. So where's your papa?
Father lost more than his job on Gorgon. I'll say no more than that. The asteroid may look like a glittering jewel, but I assure you the resemblance ends there. Gorgon is poisonous to the core. One might even say cursed.
So where do we get started?
We start where all of this began. With Mother. Whatever happened on Gorgon wasn't Mother's fault. I simply need the evidence to prove it. We're going to drag the truth, kicking and screaming, into the light. Even if it means bringing ruin and humiliation to Spacer's choice. All the evidence I need should be in Mother's journal. You can find it in her office on Gorgon, in the heart of the old research facility.
Well, she don't know. Danger and corporate intrigue sounds like my kind of job. Yep.
I admire your enthusiasm. This manor has echoed with my own we, and I can feel you breathing new life into the walls. When you reach Gorgon, pack a weapon you trust. The corporate lockdown hasn't stopped the wilderness from squirming in through the cracks.
Okay. What can I expect to face on Gorgon?
I've never understood why, but Gorgon is teeming with marauders. They almost seem drawn to sorrow and misfortune. Then there's the test subjects, those who survived anyway. Ravenous creatures left behind like so much salvage.
I'll be
There's
careful.
a little saloon near Gorgon's landing pad, the Sprat Shack. Lucky was renting a room, so if you want to follow his trail, that would be the place to start. Just so we understand each other, money is no object. I'm willing to squander the family fortune if you get me what I want.
Oh, you'll
Between
okay.
the payment and any
That's
salvage you
my
happen
character's
across,
motivation is
you'll walk
all
away
the
from this
monies.
rich enough to buy a mansion of your own. How does that sound?
Like music to my ears.
Finally, I get to put my inheritance to work. Here's your nav key, Captain. Safe travels.
Okay. I'll be in
A word of
touch.
advice before you go, Captain.
Trust
no
no
one.
one.
Mother's office is in the heart of the Gorgon facility. You're free to salvage anything that isn't nailed down. I only want what's mine.
That does look wild. Very strange indeed. Okay. Let's go back to my ship. I did everything I could here. To the Sprat Shack. Can I, like, write this guy, or? Put you out of your misery. Okay. So now we go to actual Gorgon. There we go. Am I queuing the transfer? There we go. Did I pick up any new weapons? Yeah. 225 with DPS. Let's see how different that is than the one I currently have. That's a lot more. Grows in power the closer you are to death. The more damage I take. I'm going to put this in the locker. And this. Did I pick up any more mods? Boy, howdy, did we pick up mods. Alright, let's go to Gorgon landing pad. Let's see what we're dealing with. So that was the mansion on the right side there. Okay. Okay. Alarms. I'm used to that. No. Doesn't appear to be anything else around here, so let's go. Bom 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 bom. I want to steal things. Well, there's stuff to steal here. Break that down. Thank you for indulging me. I'm assuming this is a workbench, yes. Repair everything.
You looking for supply, stranger? Let's stock up here. If you run low on bullets out in Gorgon's far reaches, there ain't no one around here liable to help you out. Let me know if you're looking for something particular.
So this is Gorgon.
You mean you came out to this asteroid without knowing nothing about it? Me too. Heard it was wild here and couldn't resist. Trouble is, if you wander off to somewhere you oughtn't be, like way out in Gorgon's farthest reaches, odds are slimmer of your bits finding their way to my pockets. If you want my advice, stick close to the Sprat Shack, unless you fancy having your limbs torn off and eaten.
I do not, thanks, but I can handle myself.
All right, you know you better. Just be sure you watch out for the Marauders. That's the #1 thing. Oh, and the Mance. You watch out for Marauders, Mance, and Charles from accounting, and you'll probably be fine.
Who's Charles from accounting?
Only the meanest Marauder on Gorgon, and also anywhere else. That man is crazier than a bag of canids and twice as likely to bite.
I'm going to kill him.
He will bust your head open like an overripe mock apple if he so much as sees you. I ain't joking. He'll snap you in half like stale bread noodles.
You're making me hungry.
Sorry. Been a minute since I last ate. Charles from accounting is like... Imagine if you took 3 of the most howling mad marauders you could find and mashed them together. That's Charles.
So a Cerberus. 0 times 3 is still 0.
You ain't listening to me, huh? Well, I warned you. If you run off and get exploded to death by a madman with a rocket launcher now, that's on you.
What do you got for sale?
Found a pickaxe in the mine like none I've ever seen before.
I'll take it. No, I'm not going to take it. You have any other guns? Yeah. Spacer's Choice. Ultra Mag. Auto Mag Pistol Ultra. Might be good. I'll take it. Well, if I tinker with this, I can get this up higher. I might not be able to tinker with this because it's a unique. I think I can though. I'm not, but I don't know. Okay. Get me to this bar I gotta go to. The Sprat Shack. No. Alright, fast travel discovered. So what's inside here? That's Auntie Cleo?
Come here. Let's have a chat.
Von Hoffman.
All right, inspection time. Look at my eyes for as long as you can without blinking. Starting now.
No.
Want to run that by me again?
Said no.
Feisty one. Well, fuck you too. You're cleared to go downstairs. That was a sanity check. If you had changed like the others, it'd be in your eyes. You'd also be drooling, cursing, and making a mess of the place.
Changed. What exactly do you mean by changed?
Every day, salvagers and scrappers set out to comb the ruins and make their fortune. The ones who come back, they aren't always the same men or women who left. They change. Never for the better.
Okay,
First,
so what
they get
happens
real
when they
twitchy and
change?
paranoid, shouting at folks who aren't there. Then they smell like they soiled themselves, on account of how they soiled themselves. After
guess that makes
they're
sense.
gone. Nothing but animals wearing human skin. Seen it happen myself. It's never pretty.
Where am I exactly?
This is the Sprat Shack, the most remote watering hole in the system. Rule number 1, no fighting. Rule number 2, wipe your feet on the way downstairs. We're the only hospitable place on this rock. I want to keep it that way. That's why we have rule number 3. When people change, they stay outside, where they belong.
Just
Don't ask
else.
me to dance.
No, that's it. That's
Watch
fine.
yourself out there.
I want to steal all the things. Hiccup. So, we're in a mine of sorts to go to some ruins that make people insane? After we come out of here?
Are you my agent on the ground? Sorry? I've been sent to meet a certain merchandise. They're supposed to use a secret.
Don't mind if I do. Lost and found discovered?
Welcome to the Sprat Shack. First one's on the house, and I won't even water it down. What'll it be?
Spectrum vodka. I want to see colors and lots of them.
Bottoms up. It's not every day that Sublight's vice president strolls in through the front door. You here on business?
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh man, if I had to lie higher.
We don't get a lot of you VIP types around here. Let me know if you need anything special. I assume you're here for salvage.
Sure, got any
Even
leads?
if I did, I ain't supposed to play favorites. Most of my regulars are Sublight scavengers. They pick over the ruins of Gorgon, spend their earnings at the bar, and head back out the next day. Vicious cycle, but that's life. You're the first new face I've seen in a while.
You know anyone by the name of Lucky Montoya?
Lucky. Sure, I knew him.
Lucky Montoya.
Lucky. Sure, I knew him. He could get a little dramatic at times, but he was a good guy. Heard he took on a dangerous job. Spent a lot of time coming and going from the Office of Creative Incubation, just down the road. That's where the top runners at Spacer's Choice came up with slogans and marketing. Lucky never told me why it was so important. Awful shame about what happened to him.
What happened?
You really want to hear my story? Law, most everyone around here is sick to death of it by now. Last I saw of Lucky was a few days ago. I went outside for a smoke and a stroll, and I saw this wild canid dragging a bloody limb. So I kicked the canid, scared it off.
Go on.
Get this, the canid was chewing on an honest-to-law human arm. Lucky's arm.
How'd you know it belonged to him?
I'm a bartender. Attention to detail is my middle name. Anyway, the arm was clutching a phonograph that mentioned someone named Alex Hawthorne. I did some poking around, and this Hawthorne has a reputation among the salvagers who frequent the bar. So I packaged up the arm nice and tidy and sent it care of the Halcyon parcel service. They even gave me a discount on the hazardous waste removal stamp.
They made it to me.
No kidding. And now you're here? Colony feels smaller than you'd think some days. I'm glad I was here to see this confluence of events, you know? The stars really aligned on this one. And here I am, smack dab in the middle.
Right in the middle, lady. So why bother sending the arm at all?
I figured Hawthorne would want to know what happened to his pal. Help Lucky get his affairs in order, you know. Oh, I hate to see people go with unfinished business.
So where was he staying?
3rd floor. Once I figured he wasn't coming back to pay his tab, I left his room unlocked to air it out. You can help yourself to anything you left behind. Fair warning, I've been letting the regulars use it for a quick lie down. Just wash your hands when you're done. Trust me.
It's gonna be stinky in there. Alright.
Be seeing you.
I'm gonna go check this place out. Even though I'm behind the bar and shouldn't be. Yoink, 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 yoink. Take that. Oh, hello. I can't pick that lock. Just had armor and a little bit of ammunition, but that's fine. We don't need all that stuff.
Did you bring the payment?
3rd floor, huh?
You're a humbug, Trixie, and worse.
What's in this room?
Jerome would have loved this place.
Who's Jerome?
You don't look like one of the salvagers. No. You've got the look of someone who's traveled far to get here and whose journey is far from over.
What makes you say that, lady?
Confidence. The scavengers around here, they're faking it. You're the real deal. I don't know if you're bound for the old ruins, but in case you are, can you look into something? I'd do it myself, but of course, the marauders would eat me alive.
Depends on what you need. And how much you're willing to pay.
Something out there. Been paying Sublight to help me, but they haven't made much progress.
This something must be valuable.
It is to me, but apparently it's junk to Sublight.
So then you're willing to pay.
My husband and I worked on Gorgon during the good times. Jerome was on maintenance duty. I cleaned out test tubes till they sparkled.
So, where is he now?
Nowhere good, that's for sure. In his final hours, Gorgon was a war zone. Violence broke out in the labs. The hills were full of marauders. You couldn't take a leisurely stroll without an armed escort. When the order came through to evacuate, non-essential personnel drew a lottery to see who would board the first wave of ships. Jerome won. I lost. As soon as I wasn't looking, Jerome switched our tickets and pushed me to the front of the line.
Oh.
I got to leave. Jerome stayed
Hey,
behind.
Frank, how you doing, buddy?
I never saw him again.
Let me guess. Now you're here to find them?
You're a quick study. This place is greedy. Took my Jerome, and it would have taken me too. I just want one thing
Doing
back.
good? Good
His
to
old
hear.
hip flask. I gave it to him the day we signed our marriage contract. And
What do you think? I could keep an eye out.
you'd really do that for... I don't have much, but if you help me, there's a little set of... Jerome used to drink with his buddies in a small kitchen opposite the maintenance shed. Might be...
I want to ask you something first. Tell me about your time
The
on
lab
Gorgon.
coats kept quiet about the project, but the air was charged with excitement. You could feel it wherever you went. They wanted to change the world. A tenfold boost to worker productivity with no side effects? Who wouldn't salivate at the thought? I don't know what went wrong, but when
Me
the
neither.
shit hit the fan, it sprayed everyone in its path, including me.
So far, it's interesting. I had an encounter at the mansion with Minnie. Oh, I was going to steal stuff, but since you're here, I guess I can't do that.
Rumor the board is gonna shut this place down.
I just want to steal things. I get to the 3rd floor, but
Huh, who's this now? Wonder if they could... Nah, I'm not kidding.
can't see me. They could pretty easily see me.
Holy shit, a fresh face. Don't know what brought you to the most dangerous corner of this solar system, pal, but you're welcome here. Oh, you talked to Lex yet? She tell you to keep it civil? You wouldn't guess to talk to her, but that lady's got a mean left hook.
Lady at the bar, we're acquainted.
She tell you I was a journalist back in Byzantium? Got into reporting thinking I was gonna be some sort of public intellectual. What a joke. Spent 95% of my time playing stenographer to the board, and the rest writing puff pieces on the chairman's latest beard trim. Real life and death shit.
I'm literally checking everything in every room. You seem like you're having a rough time. Can I help you out? I don't think my dude would sound like that.
When the project fell apart, Spacer's Choice refused to extract me. They left me here to rot. Listen, I hate asking for handouts, but my back's against the wall here. If you're going back out there, do you think you'd be willing to do an old bastard a small favor?
Details first, promises
Told you I was
later.
a journalist, right? I was here on a story back when Project Gorgon was active. I was doing an interview series for Spacer's Choice. Recorded them all on these little portable phonographs. But when everything fell to shit, Spacer's Choice wouldn't let me leave. Terms of my reporting contract unmet, they said.
You hid them and I need me to get them for you? That about cover it?
Right on the money. Look at me, I'm no fighter. I've never even touched a gun. But you're just the right amount of rough around the edges.
Second person to tell me
Help get my
that.
recordings back so I can finally get the hell out of here.
The charity cases, what's in it for me?
I've got some bits saved up.
Say
Haven't
less.
had anything to spend them on but beer.
Say
And Lex has
less.
been letting me drink for free. It's nothing extravagant, you know, journalist salary and all.
It's your lucky day.
No
I'm gonna
shit.
get them for you.
That's downright civilized of you. All right. One of them I stashed in the Office of Creative Incubation, in the projector room on the 3rd floor. I gave another to my friend Birdie to keep in her apartment, just outside OCI's upper entrance.
Why there?
Seems like a good idea at the time. Someone had started a fire, folks were shooting other folks. It was a madhouse.
Got it.
You'll
Next.
find another in the chem lab. It's in the main lab storage room.
All right. Easy enough. The
The
others?
final one is in human inquiry and auditing. It's tucked behind a pipe in observation room B.
No promises, but I'll let you know if I find anything. All right. Got it. I'll be back.
Strength to your sword arm, friend. And thank you.
But then, what else can I potentially... Oh, there's too many people. Second floor of this room, huh? How does one... I want to get to there. There we go. Hello? Smuggler's note. Sullivan, you were right about this place. I got a lead on some pricey merchandise, and all I had to do was put my ear to the ground. Apparently there's a mine shaft down the road, past human inquiry and auditing, and due east. Used to be an old dead drop, but no one goes there anymore. Wonder why. Would be dangerous, but what kind of scoundrel would I be if I let the goods sit there unappreciated? Come and join me when you read this. I won't wait for you, but I'll bet there's more loot than I can carry by myself. Oh. Oh. Heck yeah. Any other doors I can open up?
Someone's in here. Hold on. It's coming back up again.
All these puking. Don't need that. Repair everything on me. Time to tinker with some things now. I think I have... What gun is on my persons? It's the negotiator, assault rifle, hunting rifle, overheat. Yes. Okay. I need a code for that. Maybe it's here. Spacers. ATS. Jinky. Trying things out with this avatar for a while. Yeah, I have a couple ideas. I'm gonna talk to Andy tomorrow about some things. Mainly because if I want to play a game with controller, I can't run my... I don't... So the new PC that I have, first of all, I took it away from the 2 PC setup, put it back to 1 PC because there were some issues with Moonlight. There were some bit like it was lagging, it was getting choppy for some reason. I think it was an update that came out that I didn't install, but like at the same time, I just didn't like the way that it was performing. So I put it all back to 1 PC, and then I realized I don't have as many USB ports as my other PC had. So if I want to play games that require a controller, I have to swap some like things out, take out either the camera or the even without the camera, I'm still like one USB port short. So we have to swap out my external USB drive with my controller thing. It's getting annoying. So I'm just like, you know what? Let's do it this way. It was fine. It's fine now. But I'm going to talk to Andy tomorrow about some other possible looks for my dude here. Mainly because the software that I have for this, it's pretty straightforward. There's like a resting state, a talking state, and a blinking state for both of those. That'll just randomly throw a blink in there. But if I could do something like change my shirts like I would do normally, instead of having just a black shirt all the time, have like band t-shirts or whatever. Or I could make my dude more akin to the game that I'm playing. That'd be kind of cool. So I have ideas. And I think I might be able to set up like a secondary setup. So like there's me here. And then like when I'm drinking a cup of water or something, I could have myself on here drinking from like a giant water stein or my Danny DeVito mug or whatever as a cartoon. But yeah, it just all of a sudden I got some ideas. And I could even set up like a Let's Chatting screen and do stuff like that. So it's making me feel creative. Also, I could sit here in my underpants and pick my nose and you guys have no idea. But how you doing, buddy? Streaming is complicated. Gonna leave it to the professionals. I am the farthest thing from a professional. Oh, Dying Fetus hoodie. Nice, dude. Yeah, the last time I got some band t-shirts, I went to Wakertown, I think it was. Like an hour away from me. There's this giant flea market there. And this one vendor had all band t-shirts from all walks of life. That's where I got my Opeth, my Gojira, my Black Dahlia Murder, my Death shirts. Really gotta go back there one of these days and get another like batch of shirts. But anyway, Spacer's Choice may have left in a hurry, but they didn't forget to lock the doors on their way out. Most of the facilities are sealed up tighter than a top runger safe. Time to do some digging. Day 6. Got a break today. Met a scavenger who claims to be a salesman for Spacer's Choice. Sold me a key to the Office of Creative Incubation. Let's just say this guy is about as lucid as a sprat at Rizzo's factory, but I'm spending Minnie's bits so I can afford to take a chance. Day 7. It worked. Clarence, mostly. Whoever you are, I'm drinking to you tonight. Day 10. Olivia Ambrose's office and journal ought to be in the Synthesis and Manufacturing Center. The bad news, it's sealed up and at the ass end of the canyon. The good news is I should be able to open it from the Bigwigs admin terminal in OCI. Day 13. OCI is crawling with marauders, and I've got a few other leads to chase down. Could be nothing, but my gut tells me that there's more to this place than a missing journal. Time to turn over a few rocks and see what crawls out. I'm leaving the OCI key in the safe. Compass 4815. Preserved eye. Why do I have a preserved eye? A quest item? Okay, it's a quest item. Did I do this stuff here to repair? Yeah, I also tinkered a little bit. I'm level 28 now. That's nuts. I gotta get a newer ultra rifle. I could tinker with this a little bit. Get it up to speed there. No, that's too much. I gotta start scrounging around for a new handgun. I think I did the Mag Ultra. 24. I mean, I don't think I could modify this gun. Yeah, I can't. So I can't modify these two, but I can modify this guy that I just leveled up, right? Create a plasma. Let's put that on there, actually. Inventory. Let's throw this weapon on here. The... Doop, 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 doop. None of your business is what I got here. Yeah, I wanna do some things here that I don't really see many people who do like VTube, PNG tube stuff. They don't really change their setups frequently. They're probably also using something that requires a lot of rigging and skeleton work and all that stuff. How the hell do I get down? Oh yeah. This way. I'll do that already.
So, how you feeling?
So how do I get to that spot? I get to the 4th floor, so this is the 2nd floor. This is the 3rd floor. I guess this is how you get up to here. Could you use a Shiva talking avatar? Yeah, I don't think that's ever been done before. Breaking into new ground with that one there. Sir? Am I obtuse? Don't answer. Stairs. That's the stairs down. I want these stairs. Go up, but it's a door that goes to nowhere. So how does one... Nope. How does one get up to there? Why can't I figure this out? Look at the floor plan. Door there. Elevator from the ground floor. Yup, I'm smart. I can read a map. I could have just fast traveled to my ship. Ocular verifiers all the way over there. Okay, so we gotta go out of town. First, let me sell some things to vending machines. Making money. I'm gonna sell the negotiator and this guy. The other pistol, so I don't get confused. But yeah, we need to go out this way. Yeah. Oh, dude, that's nice for when I want to just do not some not nice things. Oh, I'll take that. Pick that lock. Pick that lock. Revolver Mark III? Oh, we're getting into some fancy stuff. But how have you been, Distic? I refuse to call you Mike. Herman 2. Ocular verifier. That's why I need the eyeball, the preserved eyeball. Marauder. Oh God, marauders. If I were to just... Whoa, buddy. These guys got some armor. Same old, same old. There goes your face. Yeah, it feels good to be under-leveled a little bit. Because in the base game, I am a walking nightmare for people. I also think I might put on that armor I just picked up. Yeah. Big music discovery kick on Spotify, building out your death metal and blues playlists. Nice. Yeah, I don't use Spotify that much because I've got YouTube Premium. Mostly because I watch a lot of YouTube. A lot of it. And I just got tired of ads after ads after ads. So I've got no ads and I've got YouTube Music, which is getting better as time goes on. Break that down. I might break this down. It's a pristine. Never mind. Anytime I want to do my Nick Fury cosplay, I have my eye patch. Good to go. Load. What's over here? Anybody? Nobody here. Sounds like there's somebody potentially here. Tinker. Why is that only 252? Because the crits were making it a lot better. Okay, so pick this. I mean, it's a lot of monies. Break that down. Thought of switching it, but I hate the idea of having to build everything out again. Yeah, it was the same thing for me. It took a while for it to learn my my preferences. But now I want to have it do the, hey, suggested picks for you instead of the daily mixes that it makes, just like the suggest. Now there's an actual suggested for you playlist. That one I throw on when I go to the gym in the morning, and it helps me get into the mindset of getting the old pump on. There's all this stuff. Here we go. I just picked up, I believe, a better rifle. 252, 365. Yes. Doesn't have a better scope. Now I can one shot. Let's go. I figure hyper is better than ultra, right?
I heard something disturbed.
There we go. Sneak around with my quiet pistol. I want to put a silencer on the sniper rifle, to be honest. I feel like that's a very loud gun. Break that down. Do I listen to blues? Not by choice, but if they pop on, I don't turn it off. Like I don't remember a time when I was like fiending for the blues, but I never turn it off if like something bluesy comes on. SRV? What do you mean? What is SRV? Just picked that up, didn't I? Yeah. Day 0, ship just left. Law bless her for getting Leonora off this blasted rock. Etheridge called me a fool for giving her my ticket, but Etheridge is a dumbass. So what does he know? And I do it again in a second. From now on, my only goal is survival until Spacer's Choice comes back for the rest of us. Oh, Stevie Ray Vaughan? Stevie Ray is fantastic. L, my heart, I will find my way home to you. So that was the lady we were talking about. This is Jerome's journal, yes. I've been listening to a lot of the non-metal I've been listening to, like Devin Townsend solo stuff. It covers the gamut from like metal, obviously, but to like bluesy to experimental to like weird stuff. A lot of classical music too. Some of us sheltered in the mines last night, taking turns keeping watch. I don't care to imagine what happened to the others who aren't here. You can hear marauders screaming in the hills. It's a little adrena time, not much, just enough to stay alert. Lucky I did. We would have. Whoa, Mantisaurus. Mine's not safe. Law damage should have gone in there, and shouldn't have gone there in the first place. I think we were exposed to something in the air, maybe. Most of us made it over to the apartments. We're packed in here like salt tuna. Went by Elle's in my old apartment while hunting for supplies and stashed the flask she gave me the day we signed our marriage contract. All right, so it's in the old apartment. Lately, been getting into really DK Harrell and Kingfish Ingram. Remember Blues Guys? Nice. You know what popped on my because I was. What's the song I have to wake me up? I have Whitechapel Saw is the Law as my wake up song every morning for the past I don't know how many years. But sometimes if I don't listen to my playlists before I get in the car, it'll just pick up on that song and I'll just hit the next button. And then it gives me the most wide and eclectic songs, period. So I went from Saw is the Law to DVDA, the Matt and Trey band, to I think it was Eric Johnson, Cliffs of Dover, to like Slaughter to Prevail in a 4-song span. It was like wild. the progression of songs was just like, okay, what the hell? Why? It didn't make any sense. Saw is the Law is one of my favorite of theirs. I heard it one day and I'm like, this is a good wake up song, and it's been that way ever. I was either gonna put that, I think it was the Job for a Cowboy song that they put the SpongeBob Knee Deep, I think it is. Or my old Twitch alert song, Black Dahlia Murders Flies, would be my wake up song. Carlson's been short with everyone today. Carlson, most days you could drop a flange wrench on her foot and the woman would apologize for being in the way. But for a minute there, I really thought she was going to stab Simon. Ambushed by marauders in the night. Had to use Adrena time again to keep awake. Sorry, Elle, I didn't have much choice. Even with the Adrena time, I almost can't believe I outlasted them. Next time, maybe best not to think about next time. Day 15. I was trying to think we're spaced, but I can't think like that. Gonna get back to you, Leonora, I swear. I miss you like breathing. When Adrena time, gonna look for more. I'll try to get back to Elle. Stole my mock apple. That, ooh. Day 42. We're in the system of Spacer's Choice. 46. Maybe they abandoned us. It's on purpose. I know it on purpose. They left us here to die. They left. If Effort steals what's mine again, I'll end him. How long did it take to send help? How long? Feel sick, but trying to picture. Oh, they succumbed to whatever. That wasn't. That's Marauder Berserker. Marauder Berserker. Where is Jerome? Ocular Verifier. I feel like there's a job I could be doing right over here. Side quest. Roscoe, no. Love is the yeah. There it is. Get up there. Careful, there might be marauders around. Engraving reached Jerome. Cheers to the beginning of forever. Love, Leonora. It smells of decent whiskey, cheap cologne, and old cigarettes. Well, we got that one done. Return to Leonora. Electric fling. Anything nearby? No. On this map, nothing nearby. Okay. Right. I wish you could put, like, toggle inactive quests. Oh. Yeah, we'll do that one. So get down. Break your knees. Lately, TikTok's been sending me some pretty decent metal. Can I tell you the name of the bands? No. Do I look them up afterwards? No. I should be doing better. But they sound pretty cool. Alright, so we gotta go this way out of town. Right? And then to the east. But now I have Cliffs of Dover in my head, and it's been playing nonstop since I've mentioned it. I see you there, Marauder. I made a mistake. You made a mistake turning around. Automag Pistol Ultra. Already got one of those. We're looking for Hyper.
Come out and play.
They know where I was. They're going to go to where the sound was, right? Oh, now you're just going to die. Okay. Gorgon security point. Just hack it. Okay. Nothing here. There we go. Well, the other way, but where were the bodies that I just... Yeah, going this way. This is the security checkpoint. I mean, I could go here real quick. No, we're gonna do this guy. Wasn't supposed to even go that way. I'm not even supposed to be here today. Rats. Can't get in here. Barred. There is a way to get into there, but from the other side. I don't understand it, but... Creative incubation's right there. That's where I have to go. But what's this? Secret hideout. All this passage is exclusive to members of the secret society of super science sidekicks. To gain access to the sacred sanctum, you must prove you are true and worthy a fan of an dialogue between dead men. Thank you for using Gimsy, your employer-sanctioned messaging system. Friendly reminder, your messages are company property. Those who come after. Gorgon's gone to hell, and we don't expect him to come back. To the secret society of super science sidekicks, we are shipping out while there's still ships to catch, and we're leaving our replica pet behind. I can't say it's what we wanted, not after all the shit we churned through to make it, but it's what our fearless leader, the imitable Archibald Excelsior, would have asked of us. Now, if you're reading this, that means you're a scavenger. Scavenging takes daring, gumption, and a dash of reckless stupidity. Just the kind of qualities Archibald's been known to prize. Just the kind of person worthy of our pet. The best and only prototype pest extermination truncheon in all of Halcyon. If you want it, friend, it's yours. All you gotta do is pass our test to prove yourself a true fan of Archibald Excelsior, Ace Exterminator. Long speed and good luck. Interesting. I'm guessing it's a new companion. But I don't know. Not quite sure. Alright, so we gotta go over here. Listening for footsteps or anything else that'll... Any more marauders? Sparkler. Oh, that's a lot of dots. They don't go down. Alright, it's time. Okay, that's so much better than the other gun I had. Oh my god. Oh, that's so good. Yeah, when all else fails about being stealthy, bring out the gun that just literally burns things to the ground. Make sure everything's reloaded. Shunt. Break that down. They load you up with a lot of, like, supplies, which is nice. Vodka. Any way to get up there? Probably not. No heavy armor here. Executive suites. Okay. This is part of our inactive quest. Make it active. Another hunting rifle hyper. Okay. Sealed. I want it to unseal. Yeah, I gotta get the sound suppressor for my sniper rifle. But at the same time, it's good to know, like, if I take the fight far enough away, good to know, like, where the enemies are. All this. To the co-worker who finds this, given you're reading this, I'm likely dead. I'm very sorry about that. I'm also sorry Spacer's Choice had to send someone else to finish my assignment. As of the moment I'm writing this, Charles Novak still possesses the express mail delivery prototype. I believe he's gone entirely mad and has abandoned his apartment and taken up with a group of marauders not far from here. Charles no longer recognizes me. He can't even recognize the Spacer's Choice jingle. When I sing it for him and try to coax him into a calmer state, he shot me in the arm. If you're here to retrieve the prototype, here's what you should know. The prototype remains intact. It also has been modified to simultaneously fire multiple projectiles, and the original package housing chamber appears to have been replaced with an explosive payload. Please know that I did not sanction these modifications, nor did I approve of the setting fire to the company correspondence. Charles's depravity knows no bounds. This is the guy from accounting. The original prototype was intended only to deliver packages more quickly, nothing more, and I'd sooner die than see it used for violence. To that end, I'm going to try to recover the prototype from Charles. Should I fail, please remember me fondly despite my incompetence. Diane, shoot. Please remember me fondly and not the last thing I created, which brought about all of our destruction and demise. Thanks. So Charles from accounting had some kind of rocket launcher, they said, and now that explains how he has it. He modified a package, he modified a t-shirt cannon to shoot rockets instead of t-shirts, essentially. Let's take everything. Leave nothing behind. Will I ever use any of this stuff? No. Will I myself go mad if I don't pocket every single thing on the that's around? Yes. I can leave that weapon there.
Dr. Ambrose, tell me about Adrenatime. What does it do?
Hasn't Clarence already dumped a pile of promotional materials on your head?
Where's the fun in that? My listeners want to hear it in your own words.
It's an injectable drug that improves a patient's speed, awareness, mental acuity, and endurance. In moderation, Adrenatime will uplift the laboring classes by strengthening their minds and work ethic.
That's quite the mission. What's driving this vision of uplift?
I am a solutions-oriented woman. I see a problem and I am moved to solve it. Poverty is one such problem. Through science, I believe we can improve the poor, and in so doing, improve Halcyon.
Interesting. Barton, thanks for subbing in for Lenator Priantha. Scored one hell of a body goal on us last week, and in the process tore our goalie a new Wednesday zone. Oh, so like toss ball stuff. Okay. How do I get into that other door? It says sealed, which means it's not barred, it's sealed. Barred means I can open it up from the other side. Sealed simply means there's a control to unlock it. We were here already. I'm guessing we have to go maybe underneath. There's gotta be a way down here without breaking my knees. I'm more inclined to think taking this way is the way. True, if you're on hoarding, why are you even playing an RPG? That is very true. I'm also trying my best to, like, play in character. Like, not do the overtly good stuff unless there's a monetary reward at the end of it, because my dude is self-centered and obsessed about self-preservation and money. That's the only thing that motivates him to do anything. Fuck. Hey. Automatic Ultra. Nope. I think most of my time in these games so far has been debating on what to keep, what to junk. It's nice. I like it. Improved tech kit. The hunting rifle hyper. They gotta get to a bench to tinker with the hyper. You know, it would have been a cool detail. I know there's that shroud thing that will shield you from detection so long as you have like an employee badge or a key card or something. But like, if you were wearing Marauder armor completely, maybe it would give you like 5 or 10 seconds worth of a head start before getting detected. Sore. That's new. Huh. Frost sore. Tiny servo. Anything up here? Yes.
Close call. I thought I knew the OCI backwards and forwards. The Marauders got a way of finding every nook and cranny on this rock. OCI. Fancy joint. Smells like Wentworth's and leather. A real slice of Byzantium. You don't set that up unless you're planning something big. Adrena time? Sure. But something tells me there's more to the story. Got a hunch to follow up on near the old mines.
Okay.
I'm leaving this here, in case I gotta come back.
Spoiler, you never do. This is a little bit better. This is a little bit better.
Initiating ocular measurement.
Show the preserved eye.
Measurement complete. Ocular identification complete. Welcome, Clarence Mostly. Access granted. Welcome to the Office of Creative Incubation.
Be quiet with this gun. doesn't look very... Almost reminds me of Bioshock. You first go to the underwater town, or what's it? Underwater city. Rapture. That's the name of it, Rapture. Toilet water. Don't mind if I do. New machine gas. Sell all my junk. Armor. Actually, that's pretty good. But I have this one kitted up with extra stuff. I mean, I could probably tinker with that, right? Money. Money. More money. What's with everybody leaving their bit cartridges just chilling out here? There we go. Thank you for using Gimpsy. Okay, from Goodfellow, subject, reception, procedure, and protocol. After some deliberation, decided to update your standard procedure and protocol while you're up here from the front desk. Greet visitors, this. Failure to do this will result in a demerit on your permanent record. I don't mean to be harsh with you, Mackie. Door lock controls, unlock, showcase. What did I just unlock? That's the toilets. Went that way. Was it this way that I just opened up? No, I came in from there.
Keep your aim steady and your trigger finger at the ready. Adrena time brings out the hero.
Oh. Oh, just loot the display. Okay. Let's just, I'll keep what I have. Okay. What's the quest we're trying to do? Electric fling, or... Wish I could turn off these quests. So, retrieve the phonograph in the projector room. Yes. That would be up there. I want to go to there. Where's on the other side of this door? Floor 2. I'm guessing I don't want to mess with that guy, huh? Oh, but we're going in here anyway, okay.
Huh?
Let's for the quiet route. Ooh, bits. I was supposed to play it a little more quiet and stealthy like, but oops. Messages. Thank you for using this on the latest on further analysis. They're unacceptable test results. Adrena time gives you lots of side effects. Basically saying, you know, make this so that we can make a ton of money on it and no side effects. Well, chewing over my commentary. What the problem is in the chem lab. Oh. I see what they're saying. Basically, success and failure of any project depends on the readiness of its constituent staff to perform their mandated duties. Cool. So, there's a lot of, I don't care if it doesn't work or it doesn't give us what we're looking for, just fudge the numbers to get it out the door. Here. Taking sacks of potatoes everywhere I go. I don't have a maintenance room key. I love that I get mods from breaking down armor now. And weapons. Sell all the junk. That doesn't look like a good way to go. One, two. No one else. Okay. I believe this is the projector room. Never mind. I just saw that over there. I thought it was projecting. No. Yeah, I looted. The assault rifle 2. What do I have currently? Yeah, I've got that already. Nope, wrong button. One menu, it's Q to break things down. Put it out here, you go into that time dilation thing. Instructions. Open the last entry. Trouble deciding on a font for the department. Letterhead. Okay. Oh, I see people walking around. They're really fast. Probably popping Adrena time. Get that down. I honestly think the other gun was a little bit better. Even though it has more DPS on this one. I don't know. Reader notice. By order of Lawrence Goodfellow, auditorium projector room must remain sealed until further notice. Please answer any inquiries. Mr. Goodfellow is excited to inform you that our projector room is undergoing upgrades in preparation for our grand quarterly report presentation. We thank you for your patience. Please return to the reception desk. On auditing. If you're reading this memo, you are the designated concierge of this auditorium. Well, you understand the gravity situation. Someone or several someone sabotage our quarterly reports. They're all gone. Not under any circumstances talk about the sabotage. Yeah. Received all your suggestions. After much deliberation, the Cerebral Committee has not voted to refer the sabotage incident as the incident. Okay. Got 2 portable phonographs coming up over here. Drugs. Hey. Give me with the N-ray. And acid? Overkill much. This here. Ooh. Lots of mods there.
About your test subjects, I assume you're trying new formulations on humans, correct? Where do they come from, Dr. Ambrose? They come from Tartarus, don't they?
They do?
Why the reluctance? Providing life-affirming employment to the indigent, the criminal.
I was listening to that there.
Why the reluctance? Providing life-affirming employment to the indigent, the criminally indigent. Well, that's a social good, don't you agree?
I have a staff meeting to attend. Excuse me.
Interesting. Sell everything. I wish there was like an execute animation kind of situation.
Come out and play.
They don't know yet. There we go. It does seem a little quieter than the other gun, than the hunting rifle. Okay. I like that it tells me that enemies are nearby, but I just don't like that it doesn't tell me where they are, like above or below kind of situation. Pick it up over here. Seems like some real fun happened over here and I just missed it. Heading out? Alright, dude. Thank you for hanging out. You have a good rest of your night. Maybe I'll catch you tomorrow. If not, you have a good weekend, dude.
Unit damage. Cosmetic damage is not.
There we go. Is it trying to kill me? I'm not entirely sure. Now I feel bad. I feel bad if I killed that robot. It wasn't trying to end me. I think it was trying to end me. Sealed? God damn it. Archives. 312. Herbie, take a moment. Actually, hang on. Let me get a cigarette. All right, take a memo. I want to personally walk down to HIA and wrap my hands around the necks of every single law-forsaken excuse for a researcher whose indenturement contracts were stupid enough to sign. Or we were stupid enough to sign. Who signed those anyway? Were they drunk at the time? Why are we hiring researchers who can't deliver the test results we want? Because, yeah, yeah, you're crazy and it's an unreasonable expectation, yeah. Alright, next one, memo 313. Take a memo. Getting real sick of Clarence mostly. For whatever's sake, all our quarterly reports gone, all of them. Hard copies, terminal data, it's all gone. What kind of sick degenerate mind destroys quarterly reports? Got a surprise audit scheduled. Yep. Did I do that? It's part of a mission in the main game. Oh, hello, combat drone. I know some stuff from the main base game ports over to here. Like when I first ran into somebody, they were calling me by the VP of Sublight. Blurry. Oh, what did I just pick up? Admin functions. Unlock that center. Override this. Synthesis manufacturing. Chem lab, okay. Incoming message. Bring them to me immediately. For fuck's sake, don't let the journalists off the fucking asteroid. Oh, that's why. Think you can hide from me, little twerp? I know a serum that'll make you feel as if you've lived 1,000 years in just 8 hours. Why would you? How would you spend the night in waste processing? To Goodfellow. From O. Ambrose to Goodfellow. Change the fucking name, Lawrence. I don't care if the inbred simpletons at headquarters were just having a laugh. Customers don't know what it means. You may choose from the following list of acceptable alternatives. Absorbitol, Keltamax, Calotamax, Bindatron. Okay. Outgoing messages. To Ambrose. If you're receiving this message, I'm currently unavailable in my absence. I've instructed my secretary to... Okay. Dear Ambrose, Dr. Ambrose, great timing. I was just sending Herbie over with your department the preliminary production schedule. Okay. This is a waste of my time, Lawrence. The last thing my team needs is a fleet of gadflies descending on the labs, asking questions. However, because Lucien demanded it, okay. Journalists are confined to Gorgon for the duration of the project. Could be years. Make sure they understand that. If they leak details of our work to the press, I'll put a hit out on them myself. I know people, Lawrence. Ollie's not a very good person. Holy heck.
I knew I heard a little weasel sniffing about. You'd best go back the way you came. There's nothing for you here.
If you're about to issue me a dire warning, you could eat it.
I understand that you think yourself a big hero here on a big, important job. The last one did too. But you've grossly misapprehended the situation here. This place is a graveyard. All that was done here should be forgotten and left to rot.
Oh yeah? Did you just lock me out of the SM? That's the best argument you got. Don't.
Gorgon is the birthplace of marauders. We created them here, in this very facility. They are our misbegotten.
Oh, dude, this is Firefly's Serenity movie.
Vanity. They hold no fondness for trespassers. I've placed the facility under emergency lockdown to keep them safe. Let the marauders die in peace, or I will make certain
the Reavers, right? They created the Reavers by accident because they were trying to make everybody super happy in that movie, and then it wound up making them like so content that they never ate. And the entire planet just starved to death happily. But other people who were affected by the gas that was like making people happy also had the unfortunate side effect of turning them to raving lunatic psychotics. And that's where you got your Reavers. And it was all hidden. So if this is the birthplace of the Marauders, no wonder everything felt like Firefly. Like, it's a very Firefly influenced. Ooh, give me the rings. Very Firefly influenced everything. Yeah, I like that actually. Putting that together right there was like, oh man, that feels good. Give me all your stuff. I want to loot your stuff. Give me drugs. Yeah, skill points. Skills. Let's up our lockpick. Long guns, heavy weapons, lie, intimidate, and a snake. I've got to go and I've got to get phonograph. Now that should be unlocked, I hope. Does Outer Worlds 2 double down on Firefly at all? fling. Electric fling. Over here, I should probably do dialogue between dead men. Don't know yet? Okay. From what I understand, you don't really have to play any of the Outer Worlds 1 to jump into Outer Worlds 2, but I feel like it's a necessary thing to at least refamiliarize yourself with the stories and stuff. How do I get to there? I want to go to there. See, Bard. Bard off. Does not seem to be a way to go up there. Hold on. You son of a bitch. Okay. Lab personnel.
When does a man become marauder? People talk about them as if they've transformed, like they've mutated. I see it in the Aetherwave broadcasts, read it in the papers. But beneath their masks, they're only people. Dangerous people with a terrible illness, but people still. When we call a man a marauder, have we given up on him? How do we know when he's become one? How can you decide to give up on someone? Have I given up on Harvey? Who does this suffering serve, I wonder? Spacer's choice? We call them marauders, like they have some kind of group identity. They don't. The name was coined in Edgewater, I think. One of the towns first hit by the Adrenatime crisis. A lonely Spacer's Choice outpost on the edge of a barren sea. A prime place for the company to test a disastrous new product. When the town started fraying at the edges, hardly anyone else in the colony noticed. Just like Lucian planned. I read the reports. Every missing person. Every unexpected death. A town already teetering on the edge, and Adrenatime shoved it off a cliff.
Terminal clue. There it is. Comic from a cult classic Ace Exterminator series tragically canceled after its brief 4-issue run. Scribbled in felt tip on the comic spine is the word speak. In the inaugural issue, newly minted hero Archibald Excelsior is dispatched to the cloud cities of Olympus to put down a plague of ravenous Manti men, intent on taking the cities for their own. Manti mastermind pits his second-in-command, renowned Spindle Knight Sisak Sassafras, against Excelsior in hand-to-claw combat. Just when Excelsior appears to have bested his insectile foe with the help of his handy pet, his eye is caught by Isabella Femme Fatale, Manti Mastermind's dancing queen. Good lord. I've made my peace with the chemical waste pit. It is where I belong, I think. With the refuse and the dregs. The surface is distant to me, as distant as the cold stars, as distant as you are, and the rest of them. How do you fare, Maurice, up on your vaunted perch? When the shadow of the manufactory crown falls upon you, your fine telescope, do you think of me down here in the dark? Do any of you? My isolation has borne fruit. Propane, butane, ethane. These wild gases visit me in my dreams. They shift and morph, compress and expand. Gas, now then liquid, blah, blah, blah. All glory to the pet. Some people just go crazy with these writings. It's nuts. That's weird. Just a floating sprat carcass. Makes me feel shiny. Alright, so we got this one. That's the main quest, alright? Or the dialogue between dead men. One who walks away from Gorgon's the main one. Is the plan? Okay. So, dialogue between dead men. Let's go down there. That one. Excuse me, I would like to jump off here and hurt my legs. Oh, come on, dude. I want to jump off. Bits. Mark 3. I like my other gun better. Even the look of it I like better. We're going the wrong way, as is tradition. There has to be a way around. Where are we going? Was that the way? We're going straight to this cab here. Marauder Stronghold. Oh, that isn't the counting. Was Charles McCounting wearing one of the heads, the moon heads? Yep, defaced Moon Man helmet. That's me now. That's me now forever. Won't that be something when I go back to that one guy's like, yeah, Charles McCounting, he was nothing. Is there anything to do in here? Maybe not yet. Fast travel there for a moment. Yeah, we have to go around that way. Oh, there's stuff on this table. Right? Yeah, go this way. We went down that way before. Now we have to go this way. That's an observatorium or a planetarium looking thing. Hey, Reginaldo, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, go this way. Yeah, go this way, then make a left. After doing this. Very nice. They get intimidated. It's actually kind of funny and scared. Like they get scared. It's like it's not going to help your cause. I became a VTuber. Oh no. I mean, kind of. Honestly, it just, for my setup right now, it makes the most sense. Someone asked about that earlier. And my PC does not have enough USB ports to support all the things I want to do it all the time. So it just makes more sense doing things this way. Plus, I have a couple ideas that I want to do just for creativity-wise, and it makes my brain not feel like I'm just going through the motions. I'm going to try doing this PNG tuber thing. Security logs. I'm doing okay. Doing some of the DLC for the Outer Worlds. I've never done them before, so this is kind of neat. Following additional questioning, Frida Weber cleared all suspicion. To the club lab to investigate suspicious noise. Removed half of one test subject from the outflow pipe. Get it together, Carter. Password. True. Point key card. But now I already have a security checkpoint key card. Or I kind of had the... Okay. Well, I already went and like broke in there, so I don't need this key card, but okay, I got a new one. But yeah, I'm doing okay. But yeah, my computer, if I kept everything the way that it was with camera, well, first off, I had it set up with the 2 PC setup, so like I would game on one, it would pass the video and audio to another, and that would do all the encoding and send it off to the internet. And I'd be able to play games over here on super high quality, like super mega ultra quality. Problem is that one of the more recent streams, my setup was failing with sending the video over. It was getting choppy and laggy. So I said, hey, how about we do things this way? Because I've got a better video card than last time. But doing everything on one PC meant having the camera and all my other USB ports taken up. So like when I play games that require a controller, I'd have to unplug something, plug another thing in, and go all crazy just to do one thing. And then by the time stream rolled around, redo it all and back the other way. And I'm like, this is getting annoying. This way. What are you? This way here, I could just put on the old PNG thing. You guys don't know what's going on over here. I have my finger so far in my nose, it looks like I'm missing a finger right now. Not that far, but yeah. I don't have to worry about looking okay-ish for streams. Got him. I don't like plasma. Nice. But yeah, there's never enough USB ports for what you want to do. That's the long and the short of it. You are correct. Yeah, I'm also going to have a chat with my friend who made that little avatar for me. And see about getting some... See about getting some extra little bits for it. Alright, we're almost there. Yeah, it really is. Plasma is good for, like, against flesh, it seems. Corrosive is good against armor. Shock is good against machines. And now there's a frost type I was getting hit by. I think was introduced in this DLC. Alright, Reginaldo. I will be right here. This doesn't look very good for me. What's up there? Trash.
Tell me about the production of adrenatime, Dr. Ambrose. I hear Compound X is a unique challenge to work with. It's temperamental. It must be refined under tightly controlled circumstances at tremendously low temperatures. Do you compound it with anything else? Tell me more about your refining process. Our audience is conversant in the sciences, very detail-oriented, so don't be afraid to get technical. Last time I met you, you spoke like a groundbreaker builder sprat. Why the sudden airs and such specific questions? Does your minder know what you're up to? Does he suspect you're a spy? Pardon me.
Torn out page from the garbage processing log. Day 1, first day on the new job. Can't believe this. Been a loyal, productive chemist on this project nearly 3 void damned years, and this is the thanks I get? This must have been Clarence's doing. He must have realized that I knew about the sabotage at the office and the creative incubation. Some friend he was. I would have taken the pink slip for the guy. But after the sprat shit he pulled, I can only hope he's eaten by carnage slowly. Then again, with all the backstabbing going on lately, I guess you ought to consider myself lucky I wasn't reassigned, but to the inside of the trash compactor. I saw an arm bone in the feed chute today. Looked human. Not trying to think about it. Come to think of it, someone might review this log. Shoot, I'll start over. Got nothing but time at this point. And then this is the other part of it. Day 1, first day on the new job. Can't believe it. What a joy to be here. What a sudden and complete surprise to be promoted to head of garbage processing officer. Gonna read all available notation regarding the trash compactor. Day 3, we're making weird noises today. 5, emergency stop does not work. My arm's killing me and my back. Yeah, let's see, my shoulders, okay. What am I even doing here? I'm a chemist. I don't know why I'm bothering with the log. No one's gonna read it. Today I compacted a marauder's corpse into a tiny cube of meat to see what it would look like. Is there something I'm meant to do to maintain the machine? Maybe oil it or something? Day 100, what a milestone. Made a game of lobbing sprats in the compactor's hopper. Wonder what it would look like if I ran a mantis swarm through the feed chute. Got a message from the mine to come out and help clean up some kind of cargo rail accident. Here's me at my lowest. I've been picking out the most hazardous trash I could find. What if I just drove? What if I just dove in there? Law, that would hurt. Mine crew is still after me to clean up their little accident. I'm not up to my ears. Like I'm not up to my ears in garbage out here. I'm done with this log, done with everything. Maybe I'll let the garbage pile up forever. Maybe it'll pile up so high it'll spill out across the canyon and drown everything and everyone. I can only hope. So that's why it's all gnarly in here. Okay, so that was over here. Terminal clue is over yonder. Oh, y'all are sleeping? Wakey, wakey. I'm an asshole. Sounds like a human male screaming. Along with the sounds of these beasts. Yeah, hack this. Speak, enter are the two things. Okay. Hi, Dr. Kim. Hope everything's all right down there in the chem lab waste processing ravine. It gets a little smelly with the garbage and toxic goop hits and all. I just want to make sure you're A-okay. With Virgil's blessing, I've prepared a revised schedule outlining the remainder of the package production cycle. You'll note that your propellant solution is blocking Virgil's completion of the package's metal casing. Uh-oh. Maybe you'd be able to come visit me so we can go over the timelines in detail. I'm in the little office just outside the top level exit from HIA. Can't miss it. Those are so far away. Is there anything else for me to do over here? Electric fling. Get over here. Sealed. Sealed. What kind of nonsense is this, having it sealed? Elevator. I guess we could take the elevator? No. Perhaps there's another entrance to the bottom. Yeah, it's running me in straight lines. I'm getting wrecked. Good lord. I have all these drugs on me. Where'd the other one go? One ash pile. I don't know where the other ash pile went. That's about the only thing that I find to be troublesome with this gun, is that plasma types, is that it just reduces them to ash, and you can't really see the corpse outline. Yeah. Ow. Worth it for the loot. Oh, it's gonna be a tube. Huh. Well, it doesn't appear that there's a way up there from down here, unless it's something stupid within here. How do I get into there? I don't know how to get into where I'm trying to go. Is there a path to a machine that I'm just not aware of? That's just a loop back around where I came from. I go this way. It's just to a pit of where those primals were. But nothing really that's like a smoking gun of like, this is the way to go. Don't know. All right, well, I think that is a good enough spot right now to call it. Yeah, manual save. For this night and this stream. So thank you all for hanging out. If you are still here on the stream, if you'd be so kind as to drop a like, helps out tremendously. If you have not already, click that subscribe button, ring the notification bell. You get alerted when I post content and go live on streams here. But yeah, we'll be back tomorrow around 7 p.m. picking up where we left off, doing more Peril on Gorgon. And yeah, thank you so much for being here. Really do appreciate it. And in case I don't see you tomorrow, have a good weekend. Okay. Bye.